Hello everyone, I am Chelsea of Just Ask Why, and this is another episode of GenWise with my expert, Alexis. And here's Alexis. Thank you so much for being here, Alexis.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Alexis is my skincare expert. We met about a month ago, and you gave me some major information about our skincare products that I have been on a crusade telling everyone about. So I thought I would have you on to share with everyone here what it is that we need to know is in our skincare and what we can do about it. So I wanted to start maybe with you telling us a little bit about the difference between American and European skincare products.
Sure. So in Europe, they actually ban over 1,300 ingredients in their products. In the United States, they ban close to 10. So there's quite a disconnect in terms of what's allowed and how much our skincare is regulated. And really, it's not. 10 products, not much regulation there. So in Europe, things have to be proven safe before they're allowed into a product, and that unfortunately is not the case in the United States.
That's so crazy. And what was that fact you were telling me about how quickly our skin absorbs things?
Sure. So our skin is actually our largest organ, and anything we put onto our skin will actually absorb into our bloodstream in 26 seconds, which is actually a lot quicker than anything that would. A lot quicker than anything we would digest just by eating it.
Right. So what I found so crazy about that is there's such a craze right now, which is a good craze that everybody wants to eat a clean diet and make sure we're getting the nutrients we should be getting. And we're neglecting our skincare, which seems, based on the absorption factor, just as important. And there is no, addiction to skincare, I don't think. Maybe somebody out there does. But it's not like it's a coffee that we can't give up or sugar that we can't kick. It's literally just changing the products that you use to be so much healthier for your body and give it positive things that are good for our skin rather than negative things. And we're going to get into that because we have the 5 things that you need to check your labels for, right after this video to see what is in your product. So why don't you go and tell us about number 1?
Sure. So I'm going to actually start with mineral oil. Mineral oil is basically, I think, the biggest con in the business. It's basically an occlusive oil, so which means it's not able to penetrate into your skin. So anything that's mixed in with it, which is so much of our skincare, anything good in that product isn't really able to get into our skin to improve it in any way. It's basically a sealant, which acts as if you were to wrap saran wrap around your body. And
so if there are good things in there, they can't get in.
Exactly.
Because of the mineral oil.
Exactly. And like I mentioned, our skin is our largest organ, which means it's constantly detoxing. If you have so much mineral oil on your body, nothing good can get in, but more importantly, nothing bad can get out. So you're really just kind of suffocating your skin.
Right.
And it also just acts as a cheap filler in so many of our products to make the packaging look bigger. And also it can even contribute to signs of aging. So it's funny to me when it's in, anti-aging products because it's really just completely counteracting itself.
Yes, crazy. So mineral oil, check for that. Okay, number 2.
Number 2 is actually parabens. So parabens have actually come up a lot in the news lately. I think people are being more and more aware of them. You'll see lots of things that say paraben-free, things of that nature. They're basically preservatives. And, in a normal retail store, products are made 7 to 10 years prior to you buying them. So you really, they're filled with preservatives, and they're, linked to hormonal cancers like breast cancer. Unfortunately, 98% of breast cancer cells are been linked to parabens.
Right.
And I really think, women, we all have a right to know what's, maybe causing some of these cancers.
Definitely. If we can give up Splenda because it's linked to cancer, we can give up this as well. Okay, so what is number 3?
Number 3 are phthalates. So phthalates act as a binding agent in our skincare. They're linked to ADHD, fertility issues, miscarriages. They're really, really terrible for women in general.
That is huge, especially for this age. I know this is our women-bearing years. So for a product that we put on our face every day to carry things that could affect our fertility is huge. So please go and check for phthalates. Okay, number 4.
Number 4 are chemical dyes and fragrances. So I know some of us, we love the smell of our products and we think that's great, but there's so many toxins and those chemical fragrances, and a lot of us, that's why we think we have such sensitive skin when we're asked, I have I get irritated, I have sensitive skin. It's really, we're just allergic probably to this chemical dyes and fragrances in our products. And that's actually leading me to our 5th ingredient.
This one is the worst, literally.
Yes.
This is what you are not going to forget. Okay,
Yeah.
so tell us number 5. What is it?
So number 5 is animal rendering, which is basically how dead animals end up into our skincare. So there's basically these multi-million-dollar recycling plants called animal rendering plants, where roadkill from the side of the road ends up, spoiled meat from a grocery store, a euthanized pet. All of these animals will get sent to this recycling plant. They all get thrown into a pot together, boiled down. What rises to the top and collected is called tallow. Tallow, the number one purchaser of tallow is the cosmetic industry.
That is so disgusting that everyone out there is putting, like, my dead cat on their face.
Yes, yeah, and as you can imagine, smells pretty terrible, which is why we need the chemical dyes and fragrances, which is why we need the phthalates to bind those things together. So it's just a really terrible cycle of toxins.
So check your products, and it sounds like if it has 1 or 2 of these, it probably has all of them. So here, we're going to tell you 2 things that you can do. The first is get crafty in the kitchen, find all natural products and recipes that you can do for your skincare, which is a great option, but it obviously takes a lot of work and dedication to do that. So the other thing is you can find a product or brand that you know is safe, vegan, so it doesn't have your dead cat in there. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your brand?
Sure. So my brand is Arbonne. It's a 35-year-old Swiss formulated brand, and they really have the mindset of a European Swiss formulation. So they abide by all the standards that the Europeans do, which makes our products so luxurious and premium, and it's just like extremely high quality product.
And they do practice science, because these products do, work. Anti-aging stuff and work.
Absolutely. It's completely safe science. They're plant-based, like you mentioned, vegan. All of the nutrition is gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free. They wanted to create a product that they don't. They can be completely transparent. There are no kind of skeletons in the closet.
Yeah, that's great. So I bought a starter pack, which is what I've been calling it, just to get myself going. We have, and I've really enjoyed it. But I will say, when I first started, I was like getting some redness and a few pimples, and I normally don't get pimples. So I reached out to him, like, is this normal? And why don't you go into and say what you told me?
The exact same thing happened to me. What happens is when we start using such a different high quality product that our skin's not used to, it just detoxes. If we've ever done a detox for nutrition, you always know you feel kind of off the first couple of days. Your body is really getting rid of all those negative toxins. And that's exactly what happens to your face. So you'll have 2-3 days where your skin's freaking out a little bit, and then once you're on the other side, it's you'll never look back.
So stay inside for the first day.
It's not that bad.
I'm kidding. So here is the cleanser.
Yeah. So this you would just keep in your shower or have by your sink, and you'd wash your face at night. Get your makeup off. I use this to take all my makeup off. I don't have a separate makeup remover. And then in the morning, just to feel fresh for the day.
Totally. I like it. It smells really great. It's, just a little squirt of it. Yeah. Then this is the day cream with
that's the day cream with the SPF. Put it on right after you cleanse your face. You'll be good for the whole day.
And literally 1 pump covers my whole entire face. It's so great. And then here is the night cream.
Yeah, same thing. You just put that on at night after you would cleanse, and it really just helps restore the cells in your face. And
then I went a step further and got the little under eye cream, which is great. It's a small package, but you use such a minimal amount that, like, I'm expecting this to last me a really long
that
time.
was a huge thing to get used to, is how little of these products you need at once, just because we're so used to, like, loading it on, lathering up. But
which I've had to tell my fiance. He tried it, and he was like, I feel like I have nothing on. And I'm like, that's the point. Like, you have to get over that ritual of, like, globbing so much on your body, because it's just not good.
No.
So thank you so much, and we're going to have links below to find where you can find Alexis and the products that she has if you're interested. Please take away the fact that there is some crazy crap in your skincare, and, it's a simple thing that could make a big difference, and, just at least explore, see what are some other options are. So check out Alexis and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Charles.
Bye, guys.
Bye.